Everyone to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now here's Siakam. Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Here's Halliburton. The shot by Nembhard, no good. James, outside. The three is up. Counted from distance.
This is why LeBron's so tricky to defend. Yes, he has the strength to go inside and finish, but he's also got such touch from behind the arc.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Lakers.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Now Los Angeles with it. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He spoke about LeBron James' ability to completely control the game. They want to set the pace for themselves and make LeBron and his guys play catch-up. Coach said we have to play our brand of basketball and not worry about who's on the other side. Play our game, set the pace, and we should be all right. Back to you, B.A.
And Allie, thank you for that. Halliburton for three. Rebound, the Lakers. All right, Doris, where do you think Halliburton ranks among the NBA's best point guards?
Well, he's certainly, B.A., got to be near the top of the list. Number one, his vision is absolutely tremendous. He can create on the fly. As importantly to me, it's his spirit and presence, the joy he brings to the game.
Down low. Turner.
Well, that's called positioning, and Turner has the verticality to make it easy.
And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. To the middle. Here's Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. For three, James. Drops in the three. James has got 8 points.
We often see LeBron James with the ball in his hands creating for himself or others. That time, a little catch and shoot, the easy one for LeBron.
Now here's Turner. 6 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
James outside. Back to Hayes. Another shot. No luck on that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. Halliburton for three. Finney-Smith pulls it in.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
Well, Luka Doncic, because he understands windows of opportunity, has the footwork and the change of pace, the drive is easy for the Don.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Pacers trail by 7. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Doncic. Again, the Lakers.
Listen, this guy has off-the-charts basketball IQ. Luka Doncic understands when to get into that pull-up game.
Now here's Mathurin. Pass to Nesmith. The three is up. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And here's Hayes. Back to James. Off target with the three. Outside Neesmith. Here's Siakam. Here's Nembhard. Guarded by Doncic. To the left side wing. Siakam outside. Nembhard, right side. Pass to Mathurin. No good from outside. The Lakers lead by 6. On the wing, Reeves. That three's off the mark. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Inside. Good D by Finney-Smith.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
James outside. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Back to Neesmith. Pass to Turner. It's stolen by James. Here's Reeves. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And so it's Los Angeles. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from the Lakers, what's your take so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, "I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal, and I don't ever set limits." Brian?
Allie just scratching the surface. Thank you, good stuff there. Here's Doncic. After the basket by Indiana on the other end. Pass to Hayes. Clock at 6. Outside Finney-Smith. Here's Doncic. That shot off the mark. Excellent D there from Toppin. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Finney-Smith pulls it in. The Lakers lead by 6. To the paint. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
This one for 3. And the call over the back.
Did he think he could get away with that? It was a pretty obvious call.
Yeah, easy call for the officials. Sometimes I think you can reach over without making contact, but that was not one of those times.
And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Nembhard, good.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Outside Finney-Smith. Pass to Doncic. From deep, Reeves. Indiana with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
The shot by Nembhard, no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. James, left side. From outside, off the mark. Pacers trail by 5. On the wing, Mathurin. And the 3 off target. Doncic, right side. To the inside. Hayes with a screen. Shot clock at 6. Doncic, no good. Indiana on offense. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Here's Turner. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doris, you think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, BA, officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 7. A strong finish by Doncic.
It does not happen too often, but boy, when Luka gets the opportunity to throw it down, he relishes it.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Pacers trail by 8. Pass to Siakam. Back to Nembhard. There's the 3. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here's Turner. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mathurin.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
Los Angeles leading by 8. One thing about the Pacers, Doris, they can flat out score the basketball.
It is incredible to me, BA, how infrequently the ball sticks. They play fast, whether in transition or in the half court, they make defenses work.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdowns for the Lakers.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. The Lakers on D. They're leading by 8. Nembhard. Off target from outside.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Finney Smith, a screen. Down low. Back to Doncic. Pass to Hayes. And Turner with the block.
Well, how about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter's going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And Hayes comes to help. Siakam outside. Nails it from 3. Siakam's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, we talked about Siakam stretching to the three-point line. He knows no bounds out there. My goodness, that was long.
Outside, Finney Smith. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's Los Angeles leading by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. James deciding where to go with it. James with the focus.
Just textbook basketball, right? James's IQ for the game so high, his vision and court awareness so good, he can exploit that pick and roll so effectively.
With the 10-footer, outside Nesmith. Here's the 3. He's off on that one. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Doris, in a league that glorifies offense, you have to appreciate what Finney Smith brings to the defensive end.
VA, one of those guys who brings versatility and perhaps more importantly, dependability. You can put him on the ball, off ball, guards, even bigs. You talk about a true do-it-all defender, that's Dorian Finney-Smith. What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
The Lakers lead by 9. Pass to Doncic. Back to James. Jacks up a 3. Indiana with a rebound. Siakam with it. Now Doncic defending. You know, Doris, the last few years, Siakam has gotten back to attacking the rim like he once did.
To me, BA, that's where he's at his best. He's got such length and creativity. You don't want to have to step in his path as a defender. Listen, he knows he's got to shoot the 3, but go to your first strength. I think the value of Pascal Siakam is the skill set on both ends of the floor. He can play multiple positions either end, and he can lift his team in any number of ways.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Pacers have a star tandem with Tyrese Halliburton and the newly re-signed Pascal Siakam, who said of his all-star point guard, his knowledge of the game and his desire to win and get better, that's all you can really ask for from a young player. Out there on the floor together, I think it's naturally just a fit. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Los Angeles leading by 8. Doncic with it. Picked up by Nesmith. Doncic takes it right to the cup.
If you allow Luka to establish position because of his size, his strength, his footwork, turn the lights out.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And some changes here for the Lakers. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Halliburton. Drives to the hoop. Basket counts.
Tyrese Halliburton has an array of moves offensively. Off the deck, yes, sir.
Vincent outside. Fires for 3. The rebound by Nesmith. Pacers trail by 8. Pass to Halliburton. Now here's Toppin. Knocks it loose. Halliburton with the ball. Back to Nesmith. 4-3. He can't get that one to fall.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Now here's Nesmith. He has 6. And it's Mathurin missing. Vincent, right side. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here he goes. Pass to Lynn. And a miss there on the triple. Indiana trailing here. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And here's Siakam for 3. Vincent grabs the miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Lynn. And here's Connect outside. And Toppin pulls it down. Siakam left side. Toppin outside. Back to Siakam. Buries it down low. Siakam's got 6.
Well, you love the size and the length of Siakam, so he's comfortable in the painted area, does nice work there.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Both teams will make substitutions.
Give it up for your first State team.
52 seconds left in the third quarter. Doncic with it. Now the Pacers on the move.
This guy is so good when he's attacking on the interior and looking to draw contact. Obi Toppin get to his game.
Indiana shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in this game. Toppin hits them both. Dorsey, look at the youth on this Pacers roster. Plenty of upside moving forward.
Oh, B.A., there is no doubt one of the strengths of this team is the chemistry of the young pieces you just referenced. And remember, this group plays a unique style, the fastest pace in the league, one of the most dangerous offenses in the league. A ton of fun to watch this Pacers roster play together. This guy is an absolute machine. Luka Doncic keeping his foot on the gas and giving the defense everything they can handle.
Back to McConnell. Fires the three. He buries it from three. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
我感觉我应该多。是那个什么 BACHAN 那个。
Coming onto the floor for the Lakers, number 28, Rui Hachimura.
Outside Reeves from deep three-point range. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Lakers ahead, up by 3.
The Lakers, 33.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Here's Halliburton.
我收买了，收买了。场面是哪个？
Pass to McConnell. The ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Doncic. Here's James. Yes! He's still got it! LeBron!
Well, 6'8", 250 pounds. You're going to have to do more than that to stop LeBron.
反正一边看一边打太难受了。
Outside Matherin. Back to Halliburton. The kick out to Walker. Clock at 4. Off the mark there with a 3.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And that's a foul called on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul. James inside. James, a freight train coming!
You call this a groove, folks. Offensively, when shots are falling, you're getting to your spots. LeBron James right now on his personal playground.
Halliburton goes. And there it is for him.
Oh, that's a big bucket. Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
Here's Doncic. Luka! Get off me!
Yeah, Doncic is used to and accustomed to all this contact. In fact, you get the sense he loves and relishes this kind of play.
Halliburton on the wing. McConnell outside. No good on the triple. The Lakers lead by 7. James with the ball. Halliburton picks him up. Doncic outside. To the middle. Here's Hayes. Misses from close range. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Outside for Halliburton. Here's Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
My goodness, Toppin puts on a show. What a special dunker this guy is.
Now, here is James. Outside Reeves. Back to Hayes. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And the Lakers lead by 7.
A defensive lapse. Can't give him that kind of position.
One of your keys defensively is do your work early and push him out of his comfort zone.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Indiana making a switch here and keeping us updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. Coach delivered some inspiration for his team. He said, quote, "We're close. We are inches away from it. Do you feel it? I feel it. This is ours if we want it." Back to you, Ryan.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Outside Neesmith. Halliburton on the wing. Over James. With the clock winding down. And then Turner with the dunk.
Miles Turner comes up big in such a big-time moment. All right, Miles, we see you.
A minute 53 left in the fourth quarter. Here's James. And Toppin pulls it down. Pacers trail by 5. Inside. Here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, "I'm going to attack."
Back to Hachimura. Right wing. Here's James. Hayes with room to shoot. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Hayes has got 4 points this quarter.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
Here's Turner. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
You want the answer, can Miles Turner make tough shots in big moments? That's a definitive yes.
Here's Doncic. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner.
And you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Great job at the line, and it's now a 2-possession game.
Pass to Nembhard. Some solid defense from Hayes. And James has got the ball here for the Lakers. They've led by as much as 10. And that one's good.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Los Angeles.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that puts them up 5. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They trail by 5. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
The strategy is simple. Get a quick score and foul right away.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6.
Taking 2 shots.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Pass to Nembhard. Over Reeves. And once again off the mark by Indiana. And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 15 foul.
So the first one drops. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
2 shots.
So he gets them both. And it's an 8-point ball game. So it's Los Angeles picking up the win. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, Al